everybody, I'm Brooke Sanders, and this is Johnstown's Finest. Oh, so nice to meet you, Renee.
You as well.
Oh my gosh. So your store is so adorable.
Thank
you do something really special. You mix playtime with education.
That's what I'm striving to do.
Let's talk some more about that.
Okay.
So we're over here towards the back of the store, and look at all these fabulous, wonderful books.
So this is our elementary and middle grade section. I like to try to have a very wide variety. I find that a lot of times elementary school students and middle school students really still love to read. So we have a lot of popular titles they might have at their school, some maybe they haven't seen. All kinds of different genres. So there's action, adventure, horror, fairy tales, just about anything that you can possibly think of. And we also have these I Can Read books. So this is for emerging readers as well. And if you look on the back, they do kind of let you know which type of reader it is for at that point.
Oh, how fantastic. Okay, so
Yes.
parents know.
Exactly.
Yeah, what grade level, right?
Yep.
Fantastic.
So cars are a great seller. Boys definitely love this specifically. I really try to get a lot of toys that I know are gonna last for a long time. So I carry a lot of Melissa and Doug brand. They're the wooden toys. People have told me they have them for decades and decades. And then I've also been carrying these green toys. So these are plastic, but they're made from recyclable materials.
Oh, I love
And they
that.
last forever as well. Actually, I had a friend in here last week telling me that her daughter just graduated and she still has some of these toys because they last for such a long time.
Right, and girls play with cars just like the boys do. I
Absolutely.
did when I was a little girl, and I'm a kind of a girly girl now, so there's nothing
Yep,
wrong
exactly.
with it. Right. Oh, I do love games. Board games are so fun.
And games are a great way to learn. So I make sure that we have some of the classic games that we've all grown up playing, but also adding in new games as well. So things that work on phonics and learning your letters, learning your numbers. There's games teaching your children how to code. And there's also games here that are made for adults, but you can play with your children as well. So it'll be fun for the parents as well as for the children.
Yeah, so it's engaging for everybody. That makes a
Exactly.
lot of sense. I mean, if you want everybody to play together, right, you
Right.
need to have, and it's challenging for the kids. Why
Absolutely.
not, right?
So these sort of toys are allowing your children to work hands-on. So it's working with a lot of eye-hand coordination, fine motor skills, things like that. But it also is helping them to build and to see how things work. Specifically, these gear sets are really cool because they learn that moving one thing will move something super far away on the other side, and showing how the relationships between the toys work together.
Oh, I think that's fantastic.
This is our local authors and subjects section. So I do carry quite a few books from some local authors here in Johnstown. We have some that are about the area, like this is about different statistics having to do with Johnstown. But then we also have other authors that just write stories about their lives, different children's books as well. And then I do have an area where I try to keep titles stock that have to do with our rich history here in Johnstown.
Yes, that's fantastic.
This shop is located in Westmont in Johnstown. We're right across from the elementary school in the same complex as Millhouse Coffee Shop and Serendipity Ice Cream Shop.
Yes, that's
So the address is 828 Diamond Boulevard, Johnstown. The store has been here since 2017. I became the new owner in December of 2023.
You seem awfully young to be retired.
Not retired. I am a former high school teacher. I had taught for 15 years, and mostly in the field of English. And my last few years have been spent teaching high school seniors.
Well, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
It does. I've always had a love for education, a love for learning. I've been a very big reader my entire life. So when the opportunity for this popped up, I was ready to transition out of teaching, but I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. It always had been a dream for me to own a bookstore, but I just didn't know if that was a feasible thing. And when this opportunity popped up, I couldn't say no. I had to take a chance.
And I'm so glad that you did.
Play itself is learning, just in general. Like, it's very important for our children to play, to use their imaginations, to come across problems and struggle and try to find the answers. That's where the learning happens. And I've noticed when I go to other toy stores, when I go to some of the big box stores that we're used to, that so many of the toys involve using your computers, using your screens, things that require batteries. And it seems like there's not as much learning happening in those places where it's not just organic play or learning what to do when you're bored, or like I said, learning how to solve problems and struggling with solving problems. So I really thought it was important to make sure that the toys that I carry here really facilitate that learning. They make people, they make our children really think and use their imaginations, and very few things in here require batteries. I may have like a little thing here or there that talks, but almost everything is meant to work without batteries and to last and to be something that you can have in your family for generations.
Yeah, I love that. That's beautiful. I love a good pop-up. And I've heard that you've got something going on with a pop-up, Boozy. Tell me about it.
Okay, so yeah, I have been doing a series of Boozy Book Fair pop-ups at some local wineries, distilleries, bars and grills in the area. I've done 3 so far, and I have 3 more planned this summer, and then 1 more coming up in this fall that hasn't been announced yet. But the way that it works, if you love Scholastic Book Fair growing up, it's very much like that, but it's for adults.
Okay, folks, so I kind of cut her off just a wee bit because I want you to go and try this. It sounds like so much fun, and you just might see me there. Renee, thank you so much for allowing us to come into your wonderful little bookstore, toy store, and explain to community how you are rolling out your product a little differently, because we want our kids to learn.
Thank you so much for coming. I really enjoyed it.
It's been my deepest pleasure, and until I see you next time, stay friendly.